So next up, podcast listeners, Elon Musk hosts Saturday Night Live. Good old Elon Musk hosts Saturday Night Live, not before, of course, many of the cast members of Saturday Night Live decided that he wasn't woke enough. What a surprise that they didn't think that. Poor Saturday Night Live. You know, they would rather do their comedy that only attacks Republicans and is only politically correct comedy, because the only comedy they really do is comedy that's incredibly stupid, where you feel like you got dumber after watching it, or comedy on SNL that attacks Republicans, highly political comedy. But they never attack both sides, almost never at least. So we have a short segment from his monologue on SNL. Really kind of funny because he's trying to, I guess, win over the audience after all of the negative press. We have that clip, and here it is.
Look, I know I sometimes say or post strange things, but that's just how my brain works. To anyone I've offended, I just want to say I reinvented electric cars and I'm sending people to Mars in a rocket ship. Did you think I was also going to be a chill, normal dude?
Yeah, I am sure he's incredibly odd. There's no doubt about it. So he also brought up Dogecoin, which he basically he made a lot of gestures that you should buy it. And of course he was kidding. And so on Market Watch, the magazine Market Watch, so online, says, use Dogecoin to buy a Model Y Tesla? Elon Musk wants to know if Tesla should accept the Dogecoin crypto. So, crypto bull and Tesla chief executive Elon Musk appears to be toying with the idea of allowing customers to use parody coin Dogecoin to purchase products at the electric vehicle maker. Now, Dogecoin, I think the picture of the dog is actually a meme that's been around, like Earth a million times. And so that's why it's so funny. Nonetheless, it's a crypto that is being traded and people are buying it, and I'm sure they're selling it too. Musk early Tuesday issued a survey via Twitter asking if Tesla should accept Dogecoin, DOGE-USD, 8.70%, the popular crypto whose stratospheric rise has made it the number 4 most valued digital asset in the world, according to coinmarketcap.com. And so here is Elon Musk's tweet. Do you want Tesla to accept Doge? Yes or no? And that was on Twitter. It's a survey. And there are, get this, ladies and gentlemen, 2,838,812 people who have voted. And there's still 15 hours left in this survey. It's unbelievable. So 77% of respondents so far favor using Dogecoin, while the remainder aren't so keen. I'm sorry. I think that's really funny. That's a great sense of humor. This is after he basically threw it under the rug on SNL, and then he decided to do this and say, well, now that it seems to be a thing, because people don't trust the dollar because of the way it's being inflated, and the loss of the dollar's value because of the way the Democrats and, by the way, Republicans have been spending money. Nonetheless, why don't we just accept this particular crypto to buy a Tesla? Because wouldn't it be funny? Here's a guy who made a joke about it, and then people start buying it, and then says that, by the way, I was joking. So people sell it. It's like, well, what the heck? I'm going to let you buy a car with it. Well, we might accept it. So Dave Chappelle also bashed SNL, not because Elon Musk was on it, but because of all of the criticism that Elon Musk was getting, because Elon Musk apparently was not taking the pandemic so seriously as it related to his workers in California. Because I'm not sure if you remember, but Elon Musk wanted to move his entire plant in California that makes Teslas to potentially Texas or other states because of the fact that California kept his plant closed. He was very upset about that. And so he continued to try to provide alternatives to his employees so they could continue working, at the same time be safe. California would have none of it. I think finally they came to an agreement sometime last year so they could open back up. But as you can imagine, he was criticized by the SNL staff and also by the media. And so the media said, well, we don't want, of course, Elon Musk on this program because he is not perfect. He is not woke enough. He just doesn't meet, the criteria of SNL of being, the guy that we really want to look up to and have. He doesn't have the right kind of, humor that make fun of Republicans. Because let's face it, Elon Musk makes fun of everybody. I mean, that's what makes him kind of refreshing. So Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan speculated that woke culture sparked the early backlash to Elon Musk hosting the gig on SNL. Chappelle sat for over 3 hours with Joe Rogan in an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast posted Friday, with Musk's debut in sketch comedy being among the topics discussed. Rogan speculated that people felt Musk was problematic because of his comments downplaying the COVID-19 pandemic and his vast wealth. That's interesting because out of all of the people I can think of globally who are phenomenally wealthy, out of all the people that I can think of, I have to say this, the one person that I truly, truly respect, and there are many who have amassed great wealth that I respect because of the accomplishments of their accomplishments. I definitely respect Elon Musk on the one hand because he's a visionary and has created these companies. I also want to make it clear that in large part, he's created these companies because of the largesse of government. I mean, his biggest customer is the government. A lot of people don't know that because he received massive grants and subsidies from the federal government to put SpaceX in space. And he also receives massive subsidies on the Tesla. Nonetheless, you can't deny the fact that he has created these things. It's not like Solyndra, during the Obama administration, where he gave all this money out to these woke corporations that were doing solar and they all failed. Elon Musk actually creates things that work. And so there's a lot to be said for that. And I absolutely admire him. There's no doubt the man is a genius. But apparently in Saturday Night Live, it's not good enough to be a genius. You have to only think one way, as if any of these individuals ever in their lives created anything. And that's Elon Musk hosts SNL.